Louisiana beer reviews. Stroh's beer. Stroh's Brewing Company was established in 1860 by Bernard Stroh, an immigrant from the German Confederation. In Detroit, Michigan is where it was established. The current Stroh's beer is 4.6% alcohol. According to the Stroh's website, they use Cascade and Willamette hops. Stroh's Brewing Company made a name for itself in the 80s and 90s by going around buying up a bunch of other struggling companies, such as in 1981 they bought out Schaefer Brewing. In 82 they bought out a much bigger company, the Schlitz Brewing Company. In 96 they bought out G. Holloman Brewing, and I was there at the main brewery in La Crosse, Wisconsin the day that happened, and that was big news all over Wisconsin. But Stroh's got into so much debt, they started to struggle with all of these assets they acquired, and in 1999 they were bought out by Pabst, who had been going around doing the same thing. And now Pabst owns an array of beer brands, and some of the Pabst products are still brewed at the former G. Holloman Brewery in La Crosse, Wisconsin, now known as City Brewing. Anyway, Stroh's gets a C on Beer Advocate. I gave it a B+ when I rated it last year. It gets a poor rating on Rate Beer, a 2 out of 100, and it gets an excellent rating on the Beer and Meat. Here's some old bottles. Here's a little 7-ounce bottle from, I'm thinking, the early 80s or late 70s. You can see it's pretty faded. Here's a Stroh's can from sometime in, I think, the 80s maybe. It's an aluminum can. That's the old design. Bohemian style beer, Bohemia, today known as part of the Czech Republic. Here's a Stroh's can I bought in '96, and on the back it says Minnesota. Used to have a brewery in Minneapolis. It says since 1775. Well, that's when the family started brewing beer in Bohemia. Okay, well, it's very hazy out here today. There's a big marsh fire in New Orleans, and it's blowing out here. The smoke in this whole town is full of smoke now, and you can just smell it. Everything smells like smoke. But there's no smoke with this beer. Okay. Get a rather thin white head, soapy head, and a clear golden appearance with lots of bubbles streaming up. So very golden and bubbly. Go with the smell test now. Oh boy, you really get a barley aroma here. I'm shocked. You get a strong barley aroma. I don't really pick up any adjuncts, which they do have the corn, yellow corn grits adjunct, but okay, a really toasty barley aroma. Much stronger than I expected, but very pleasant. Now the taste. You also get that barley malt flavor, a slight hop bitterness at the back end. I'm presuming the international bitterness unit must be around 12 on this beer. And with all American style lagers, you're going to get your light and watery mouthfeel, your high drinkability, and your crisp, clean, refreshing, and dry finish. But this has a little something extra to it, I think. It seems like it has a deeper, richer, more full-bodied, almost more craft beer oriented flavor than even when I had it last year. I don't know if they've fooled around with the recipe or what. This beer used to be what they call fire brewed. Instead of using steam to heat it, they use flame. That was discontinued at some point because it was too expensive, and it probably didn't really change the way the beer tasted. But I'm sure it's just brewed in a typical way today. But oh yeah, I'm gonna jump this up to an A, from a B+ to an A. This is excellent, and I think the six pack I bought at the liquor store in Lansing, Illinois, in July last month. I think this was $4.99 a 6-pack. I'm pretty sure it was $4.99, which these days is a good price for beer. So, Laissez les bon temps rouler. This is an excellent beer. My only regret is that it's not sold in Louisiana or in the South that I'm aware of. So maybe down to southern Missouri and Arkansas, but I don't think so. Anyway, I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to New Orleans and see the marsh fire.